The sausage MartialSoul possesses innate, full soul power? This revelation left me utterly astounded. Who can fathom this? In the meat-centered village of meat fragrance, the MartialSoul awakening scene resembled a bustling marketplace. Children ahead were awakening martial souls like tofu, spare ribs, and fatty pork, with the very air saturated in the aroma of meat. The one overseeing the awakening, Flandra, was even more audacious, luring the first little boy to test with a piece of candy, only to discover that his MartialSoul was tofu, and he lacked any soul power. This turn of events was simply hilarious. What if you're truly deceiving me? The little boy expressed his skepticism. Flandra produced a piece of candy. As long as you speak the truth, this sweet treat is yours. When it was Oscar's turn, he was so anxious he nearly wet his pants, frantically asking LeBai, "What will my MartialSoul be? Do I possess soul power?" To which LeBai casually replied, "Ah, your MartialSoul is a sausage with innate full soul power." Oscar was completely taken aback. Sausage, innate full soul power? This combination sounded utterly absurd. Yet, LeBai spoke with such conviction. Could it truly be the case? Do you believe that Oscar can genuinely awaken a sausage MartialSoul with innate full soul power? How formidable would that be? How did LeBai possess such foresight? The next moment would reveal the answer. Oscar, astonished, ceased his inquiries, stepping forward to stand within the hexagon formed by 6 stones. This plot is simply extraordinary. LeBai declared Oscar's MartialSoul to be a sausage, and indeed, a red sausage emerged. Flandra promptly handed over the soul power crystal, and in the blink of an eye, it erupted, radiating a brilliant light, confirming that he indeed possessed innate full soul power. Is it truly a sausage? 2. Oscar was astonished that LeBai had guessed correctly. Flandra, recalling LeBai's claim of innate full soul power, quickly offered the soul power crystal. "Come, let's test your innate soul power." Oscar instinctively grasped it, and the crystal emitted a powerful glow, illuminating the lenses of Flandra's glasses. "Unbelievably, you are an auxiliary soul master with innate full soul power." Flandra's heart swelled with joy. This was akin to discovering a treasure, and he contemplated bringing Oscar back to his academy. However, when it was LeBai's turn to awaken, a bred MartialSoul emerged from his palm, and upon testing soul power, it was only level 2. Flandra's interest waned instantaneously, yet Oscar grew anxious, tugging at Flandra's sleeve, pleading, "LeBai is my brother. Let him join me at the academy." He extolled LeBai. He can weave bamboo baskets and craft furniture, even more adept than adults. Flandra, however, bluntly refused. No, LeBai quickly covered Oscar's mouth, fully aware that a level 2 soul power in the auxiliary category was hardly impressive. Flandra would undoubtedly dismiss it. But do you think LeBai is merely simple-minded? Why was he able to accurately predict Oscar's MartialSoul and soul power? Might this bred MartialSoul harbor hidden abilities? Observing the disheartened expression on Oscar's face, Flandra suddenly spoke. "Oscar, what is he trying to achieve with those words? Is he planning to change his mind and take LeBai away, or is there another motive at play?" The next chapter will reveal everything, and the twist will undoubtedly take you by surprise. Our Soul Master Academy is called Shrek Academy, and Shrek is the name of a monster. Do you understand the significance behind it? Flandra elaborated. To think that Shrek Academy only accepts monsters. In an effort to enroll LeBai, Oscar boldly declared, "If I can't attend with LeBai, then I won't go at all." To which Flandra countered with a twist. "While admission is not possible, you may reside nearby." Oscar was elated, but his father was anxious. "If LeBai leaves, who will do the housework? I'd rather perish in a garbage heap than find a stepmother." Oscar retorted, "With so many older sisters fond of you, just marry one of them." Their exchange was utterly hilarious. Suddenly, LeBai knelt before Oscar's father, expressing, "Thank you for rescuing me on that snowy night." It turns out LeBai was adopted. Even more astonishing, he was concerned about his father's marital prospects. "Marry Miss 11, she can manage the other women." "You little rascal, you indeed remember things from your infancy." Oscar's father was unfazed. "You are more sensible than Oscar. I won't say much more. Take care of yourself. If possible, please also look after Oscar." Upon arriving at Shrek Academy, Oscar stared in disbelief at the dilapidated entrance. "Is this your academy? Why is it in such disrepair?" Flandra retorted defiantly. "Too good of conditions lead to laziness." Hilariously, it was clearly a matter of poverty. Even more surprising was Oscar's lack of desire to learn to read, until LeBai's words jolted him. "Without literacy, you won't understand the secrets laid before you." Consequently, Oscar pleaded with LeBai to study together. Why does LeBai, with his secondary level soul power and bred spirit, comprehend things better than Oscar? who boasts innate full soul power. What could be his intentions for residing near the academy? Could there be a hidden secret within this bred spirit? The next chapter will unveil LeBai's plans and abilities. Do you believe his ambitions will succeed? LeBai raised his head to Flander. Although I currently lack the qualifications to join Shrek, you never stated that non-students cannot attend classes at the academy, so I believe there is a significant chance I can audit the classes. LeBai's intellect is truly remarkable. Flander claimed that Shrek only accepts monsters, and while he cannot enter, he thought of auditing. Even more astonishing was the accommodation. Flander provided a decrepit wooden shack that hadn't been inhabited for over 20 years. When LeBai gently knocked on the door, the hinge fell apart, and the door crashed down with a resounding thud. Turning to Flander with an expressionless face, LeBai said, "Dear Dean, it seems I must trouble you for some additional materials and tools." Flander, I can hardly contain my laughter. This is no residence, it is clearly a hazardous dwelling. Yet LeBai remained unfazed, pulling out his panel to reveal woodworking level 15. It turns out this fellow has not wasted the past 6 years, having maxed out his woodworking skills with his golden finger. Do you comprehend the extent of his extraordinary talents? The panel data reveals 3 remarkable effects. 1. Real-time feedback. Efforts yield tangible data changes, akin to playing a game. 2. No regression. Acquired skills remain ingrained, and even a lackadaisical approach does not lead to a loss of levels. 3. No limitations. Theoretically, one can learn anything, provided one is willing to toil diligently. LeBai approaches life as if it were a game. While others cultivate their soul power, he contemplates transforming a dilapidated wooden hut into a luxurious residence. With his carpentry skills, he could surely thrive in renovations near Shrek Academy, couldn't he? Finally, my level 15 carpentry skills have a practical application. LeBai glanced at the information on his panel, then raised his eyes to survey the house. All right, my next task is to complete the repairs and cleaning of this old house before nightfall. They'll ponder over it while I work on dinner. Do you believe LeBai, with this panel, can rise to become an existence more formidable than Oscar? Will his bread-based MartialSoul, combined with level 15 carpentry, yield some extraordinary creations, perhaps even furniture made of bread? In the next chapter, will his house repairs astonish Flandra? Having witnessed the villagers unleash their martial souls, LeBai is now quite certain that this world is indeed the Douluo world he knows. This confirms it for LeBai. He has truly traversed to the Douluo continent. Yet, he feels no excitement. His mind is consumed with thoughts of how to leverage the panel to reach maximum level while simultaneously improving his dismal, internetless existence. Most astonishing is his short-term goal. Can he truly elevate his secondary soul power to level 90? He is even considering crafting a toilet and perhaps developing a soul guide device. What an ambitious imagination. The following day, Oscar brings delightful news. The dean said you can audit classes at Shrek, and he's instructed me to learn the soul power cultivation method to teach you. Flandra is surprisingly generous. Not at all. Oscar responds decisively. Moreover, the dean mentioned that you will definitely need this, so I must learn it well before I can teach you. Dean Flandra is absolutely right. LeBai nods in agreement. You must master it before you can instruct me. However, LeBai soon finds himself in a predicament. Has only 1 silver and 90 copper left, and with daily meals costing 15 copper, he could survive for merely 13 days. This fellow is quite resourceful. He directly crafts a sliding puzzle and a calming lock from leftover wood, and plans to weave a basket to sell at the village market. Let's earn some money for food first. Do you think these ancient toys can sell in the Douluo world? Will LeBai manage to sustain himself until he learns soul power cultivation? With his concurrent thinking skill at level 12, can he practice soul power while simultaneously managing his stall? Even more thrilling is LeBai's curiosity about Shrek's library. I wonder if there are any resources on crafting soul guide devices. This is a plan to utilize his carpentry skills to invent soul guides. Will he encounter significant clients at a stall in the next chapter? Yesterday and this morning, while purchasing ingredients, the villagers did not inflate prices simply because LeBai is a child and an outsider. This young lad certainly possesses an exceptional talent for commerce. LeBai set up a stall at the village entrance, showcasing his handmade Huarong Dao and Kongming locks, cheerfully addressing an elderly lady as big sister, instantly winning her over. She purchased everything for 60 copper soul coins and even gifted him a wicker basket. With such a sweet tongue, it would be a pity for him not to pursue a career in sales. After selling his toys, LeBai hurried to the blacksmith's workshop and inquired, "Elder, do you accept apprentices?" The old man chuckled at his small stature. "Do you think you can manage?" LeBai's earnest response struck a chord. "My brother has entered Shrek Academy, but I cannot rely on him forever. I must earn my own living. Oh, Shrek, you say? The old man took a sip from a nearby kettle. If what you say is true, why hasn't your brother supported you? Those who enter Shrek are usually soul masters. I hear they receive a golden soul coin from the spirit hall each month, which is certainly more comfortable than learning to forge under my tutelage. I cannot depend on my brother for life, LeBai replied, shaking his head as he continued to advocate for himself. Elder, though I may appear small, my strength is considerable, and I learn quickly. The old man, being a man of practicality, allowed him to start by tending the fire. As LeBai worked the bellows, the flames shot up dramatically, leaving the old man astonished. Well, you do have some strength. After a half-day's labor, LeBai's fire-tending skill advanced to level 2, with a progress of 14 out of 100. His dedication was truly remarkable. Upon returning home that evening, this young fellow devoured 10 large buns, a pot of porridge, a generous plate of vegetables, and half a meat chop. Can a 6-year-old really consume so much? It seems he exhausted all his energy from working the bellows during the day. Even more astonishing, while controlling his soul power, a new skill, soul power control, appeared on his panel. Can one truly develop such a skill at level 2 soul power? Do you think LeBai can impress the old blacksmith with his fire tending? Might this soul power control skill become his hidden ace? When he returns to the blacksmith's shop tomorrow, will he unlock the blacksmithing skill?